Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new night point of view review of the Tesla Model 3 Highland. This is the standard range, or it used to be called that way. It's now just the Model 3. This is the rear wheel drive. Now, I see the Tesla wipers still act up. Now, let me see if I can switch those off for a moment there. So press on the wipers there, and then you just going off. Now, I already did the day point of view driving with my review, so I'm driving the car for the second time, and I had a little bit more time with it, and I can definitely say now with more confidence that this car is definitely improved, and I'm starting to liking it. It's growing on me. That design wise, I didn't like it at first, to be honest. I was one of those people who didn't like it. Now this thing, just swipe this to the side. This is the new regulation, so it warns you when you're speeding, basically. As you can see, I cannot go 10 above, which is allowed in Croatia. I've mentioned that multiple times in my reviews, because we do have 10 kilometers up to 100 kilometers tolerance, so we can drive slightly faster. Now, here's a patch of, so this is the long beam. Don't want to blind the driver in front, but you can see the headlights are really good. I can't say too much, but I think they're slightly wider because of the lens, but definitely they are improved. So slightly wider. I don't think it's slightly sharper. Might be going a little bit further. That was a Tesla Model Y they just found. And a quick demo of the headlights. This is the long beam. So that's how it looks. So there's no traffic. You just did a little stop to show the headlights. In my review, there's going to be separate night review. So check that out as well on the channel. Now, suspension, I've mentioned this. Yes, they're using the new suspension. It's more softer. It's transmitting less noise into the cabin. So that's a huge difference there. And they're using the new tires. This car is currently now switched to winter tires, but they're using for the stock tires, the summer tires you get from the factory. At least here in Europe, the Michelin E-Primacy, that's for the 18-inch, and then you get for the 19-inch Hankook EE-On, so that's it. In the USA, they might be going for the all-season tires, what I've heard. I'm not 100% sure. We're using that on the latest cars, not on the Highland because they don't have it yet, but on the refresh or whatever. We'll just ignore this because it's super annoying. I've heard a lot of people are complaining about this. I think this could be turned off via software by Tesla, but they're probably not going to do that if you ask them, because it's a new law. Okay, we're gonna punch it here. This is a car that's limited to 137 kilometers per hour by Tesla as a test car, so I will try to floor it here. So slowing down because there's traffic, and flooring it now. So that's a nice acceleration, instant, and then we get the softer block. Okay, there's some constructions here, so we're gonna come down to the speed limits. Always, if there's construction, especially with people, lower down your speed, obey the speed limits for their safety and your safety. I'm saying this because I see a lot of people not slowing down this construction sites. I know sometimes they're empty, and then, you know, it's okay to drive slightly faster according to the speed tolerance here in Croatia, but when you see people on the road working, please slow down. It's a matter of safety. So there are already, you know, some horrible accidents that happened in the past because people are not respecting those speed limits. Okay, I'm gonna let this car pass me. There's a blind spot here, you can see that now, and that's a cool feature I'd like to have. Now I have to talk about something that might be controversial in the car industry. I mean, no one did this before, not even Tesla. And I would love if Tesla would do this. Now, I personally don't want to go and upgrade to a new car because I'm not financially there. I have other financial priorities. So what I would like Tesla is to offer me a upgrade for the suspension and perhaps for the blind spot. So I'm not expecting Tesla to, let me just turn on the autopilot here. So this time it works. So I not only want to not upgrade because it's not a good decision for me. I think we passed the work zone, so that's just it. So don't worry if we're not driving 100 anymore. But what I'm saying here, not to get off topic, what I was trying to say, I want Tesla to offer me a upgrade, hardware upgrade for my car. They used to offer up hardware upgrades for the Model S in the past. Now, why not upgrade the Model 3? Give me a hardware upgrade. Give me the softer suspension and maybe a blind spot. Those are the two options. I don't expect Tesla to tear down my car to soundproof it, but give me the blind spot option. That would be cool. And give me the option to change the suspension and get a softer suspension. So I'm not expecting them to change my screen here, although that would be cool as well if I wanted to pay for that. But if they would want to you know, offer something such as that, that would be first time in the car industry, because, you know, you have to do it aftermarket, and mostly people don't want to do that. So I would like Tesla to offer that and go the step forward and be innovative in the car industry, because no one is doing that. They all want you to buy the new car. Maybe I'm not there. I don't want to buy a new car every 2-3 years, and I just want to do an upgrade. But I want to do it at Tesla. I don't want to go to some, you know, third mechanic and do it there. Okay, a little off topic from the review, but something I would definitely appreciate if I can do an upgrade in my car, because I really enjoy my Model 3. Now this, if you're buying a first-time Tesla, this is the way the car should have been from the start. When it comes to the comfort on the road, soundproof. Now I'm gonna be a little bit quiet and speed up here. I can tell you this is definitely more quiet car than my car. My car is super noisy, and honestly I'm disappointed at Tesla that they never actually, you know, had the decency to do the car the right way. This way. This is how the 2021 model should have been. And I know, you know, some of you are gonna defend the capitalism, and, you know, they don't give you everything at once, you know, they have to sell you a new car. People buy the new design, so they could have made the car great back in 2021 and then add some new features like the ambient lights. Also, the ambient lights, they could have added them, and now we'll be at the ambient lights. I really like them, and I regret they didn't put it in my model, but honestly, I got so much used to being in the dark regarding those that I really don't mind. And I've checked, you cannot increase the brightness of the ambient lights, which is kind of weird, but it's also good because they're not obstructive. I want to show you here now. I'm gonna change the lane, and I think this has the advanced autopilot. I might be wrong, the red model had it. So I'm changing the lane here, but no, nothing's happening. Okay, this one doesn't have the advanced autopilot. That's a shame, because the red model did, but for some reason it just went off when I was on the way back. And some people thought because of the speeding, but I don't think that's the case. I mean, because of this alerts for the, you know, speeding alert or the speed limit threshold alert. Yeah, so, you know, I've said everything in my previous review, but you're not going to regret. The new Model 3 is way better. The standard range, or the rear wheel drive, is so good. I would say it's so good. You know, with the new tires, which are more efficient and have less air drag, they've increased the range of this car, and with the new design of the bonnet, which is lower, so there's less air drag from the car itself. So I watched the A Better Route Planner, or ABRP app, and what's interesting is that it's showing that this car should make it 300-kilometer trip on the highway, mixed terrain. So from Zagreb to Zadar, where I usually commute sometimes, this car should make it, in theory. I mean, in summer, maybe in the winter, slightly slower driving, but I would want to do that test. I don't have the car. If someone has in Croatia, in Zagreb, this car or buys the car, I would love to do a range test of the long range and the standard range. If someone's willing to give me the car, I would really want to test that. That's something I'm really interested. The car is doing everything now. I'm close here, so I'm not sure where it picked up 40. It doesn't matter now. We switched to 90. It's GPS speed tracking. So, oh, see, it's changing the lane. Okay, maybe it was my I don't know, speeding or whatever, but it doesn't want to offer that before. Now it did, so that's nice. Now if I input the destination here, it would give me a straight line here. So this is the advanced autopilot. I don't think it's FSD, so it might be FSD, but in Europe it doesn't work the same way as it works in the USA, or you know, North America in general. I think, you know, also it's available in Canada. So you can press the brake or the little right scroll wheel, and then you disable the autopilot or you engage it. That's the new way, because there's no stocks. And honestly, without the stocks, it's a matter of habit. You know, swiping on the screen, and honestly, the turn signal isn't that hard. I think it would be easier if they separated the turn signals on both sides for left and right. So that would maybe, you know, remove the dilemma. But I think once you get used to the car, even when you're in a roundabout, you saw, I know it's on the top. There's a little transition between both of these arrows, and I can just feel it, and then I know I'm pressing the top one, which is the right one, to signal that I'm exiting the roundabout. Because that is the rule of the roundabout here in Croatia. People in the roundabout have right of pass, and when you're exiting, you're supposed to signal that you're exiting. So no left turn signal when entering, just signaling that you're exiting, so the cars that are waiting to get inside can know when you're exiting. Now sometimes the steering wheel should correct it, but sometimes it stays on, then you have to press the same one to cancel it. Now standard range is an excellent car. It's lighter. I wish I could test the long range, but Tesla doesn't have it locally here. So that would give me the feeling how much is the new suspension softer. And I've asked if they can like just sell me the new suspension. I'd like to do an upgrade, but they told me that they can't sell it to me because I don't have the new VIN number, and they could just use this car But you know, then they were like, we can give you the warranty. We don't know if it's the same, you know, it's not the same part for your car. It's the same car, it's the same body, it's the same suspension. I saw people tearing it down, and it is the same design, so it fits. I can tell you that. So it does fit. So I'm gonna see if I can get myself the new suspension and retrofit it on my car when I exit the basic warranty, which is, you know, probably 1 year. But this car, it's such a nice. The steering wheel is different. I like it because it goes inside, and design-wise, it's quite nice. But you know, the place around these fingers on 3 and 9 o'clock is just more comfortable. Now, I didn't try the horn. I'm not going to use it here since you know, I'm in traffic. I don't want to, you know, confuse people. But it is pretty nice, and the leather is more on the smooth side, so it is as mine, but it feels slightly more rubberized, to be honest. Now the textile here, I don't mind it, to be honest. It feels nice and warm, but I wish maybe they've added Alcantara in the standard range. I do prefer that. The new seats are supposed to be stiff. Now the 2019 model I've tested had the most comfortable seats. My car, the 2021, I don't know, I got a butt pain. This feels more hard. So I don't know, you can potentially do a seat upgrade because it's the same. Of course, you wouldn't maybe have functional ventilation here, but I regret they didn't change the headrest too much. It's not adjustable height-wise, and you can't turn it. So for me, you know, it's shape of an egg. So if you're in a supercharger and if you're charging for 45 minutes, if you're in a long road trip, it's just impossible to, you know, just fall asleep because your head keeps falling down. And I don't like personally the new headrest in the back, one in the middle, because it has a headrest now. So, you know, it's not a huge obstruction when you're looking at the back, and it's the same as my car here. But it is, I'd say, slightly, you know, in your vision, but I don't think it's a problem actually when I look at it now. Reversing, so this menu pops out when you slow down, so when you speed up it just disappears. I will hopefully check the winter tires. I'm wondering which tire Tesla picked for the test car here. So the cameras are pretty good, to be honest. Now on my car, they kind of, you know, match the colors that were not matching. Okay, this is a bit confusing. Good thing Tesla put it those stoppers so you can go to the reverse by accident. In Croatia, most actually 99% of parking spots don't have that. And inside, you cannot hear the reversing sound. They have added the speaker on the back, and you can hear it in the cabin. Also, the double back window helps a lot, and I think you can potentially you know, replace that one. This is the interior now when you have a light inside. And just to show this one, so you can press here, reverse, neutral, drive, park. These LEDs are brighter because they're cold, and these are more wider. Before they were like closer here, now they're like more set apart. So that's it. This is quite nice. I just put it to drive for a moment. So this is how it looks when it's dark. It's pretty good. This is nice and big. This is magnetic as well. I forgot to mention the glove box is also you know, but is a little bit loud when closing. That's it. I'm going to put it to park because I'm returning the car. So thanks for watching, and do subscribe to this channel if you want to see more Tesla content. So I'm just going to plug the car on charging, and actually this one's occupied, so I'm going to repark it. Thanks for watching. If you want to check the new Tesla Highland, you can do a test drive here at Tesla in Zagreb. See you in the next one, hopefully. Bye.